Hi, this is Coach Sandy Nightbeaver.
And I'm Coach Sage Kennedy.
And welcome to another video of Ask the Coaches. Today's question is from Jordan. He asks, what's the best way to adapt your workouts as you improve? For example, how to know how fast to run 5K race pace intervals if you haven't ran a 5K for a long time. I could have improved since then and wouldn't be running hard enough in these workouts if I ran at my previous pace. As an example, I recently had this where I did 1 mile repeat workout. I had previously run splits between 6 minutes to 6-10 minute pace. This workout I was running 5:50, but I felt more comfortable than before, but because this pace seemed fast in my head, I didn't want to push harder when I probably could have. This is a good question.
It is, yeah, and it's, fitness is a moving target. If you haven't had a recent race performance, especially if you're doing shorter distance race events like 5K and 10K, sometimes it's hard to gauge what you should run an interval workout or even like a tempo run type of workout at. And there's a couple strategies for that. First of all, you want to always keep meticulous training logs so you have context. Jordan knew what he was hit before in a workout and how he might have improved over time, which is always the goal for most people, is progression.
Like if you wear a heart rate monitor, you compare heart rate efforts between workouts. And I think even just writing down how you felt effort-wise during a workout is a good indicator as well. And that's why you keep a training log.
Yeah, and like with a lot of our training plans on our sagerunning.com coaching website, especially for 5K and 10K, we start you off pretty gradually. It's not like you're thrown into hard interval workouts in the first week. You start up with building your base mileage, lower intensity stuff. Then maybe the first workout back is a tempo run, and we could say maybe that's an 8 out of 10 type of effort, like a 20-minute tempo run, 85% maximum heart rate, 8 out of 10 perceived effort scale. So sometimes you do have to go by perceived effort. If you have heart rate data and it's somewhat accurate, maybe you could go off of relative heart rates. I know like my fitness regresses if I take a break and then slowly come back. It's hard to get back up to peak shape. So my first workout back, I don't have very high expectations. I'm okay, my tempo run pace is probably going to be slower, and I'll go out and I'll go by feel. I'll look at my heart rate and I'll see, well, this is what my heart rate is usually at my threshold, so I kind of know, and then just work from there. And hopefully over time, maybe it takes 3 weeks, maybe it takes 5 weeks, your fitness will improve and increase, and you'll notice those paces will get faster even at the same heart rate value.
Yeah, I think those are all really great suggestions. And I think one thing we both always tell our athletes to do is start off workouts a touch on the easy side for pace range. And then if you feel good after like 1 or 2 intervals, then you can speed up. And then you're going too fast if you can't hit those paces, or if you start progressively getting slower throughout the workout. And then you went too fast. If you can maintain the pace or even go a little faster throughout, then that's a good sign that you're right on pace, or you could even go a little bit faster next time, or even the last couple reps of the workout.
Yeah, and this is applicable to like a lot of 5K races or even up to the marathon. You kind of have in your mind, you want to think, this is my current race pace maybe for 5K, what I could do on this day right now, but maybe in 2 months' time I have this goal pace in the back of my mind. So it's kind of, I think Coach Bowerman would call it date pace versus goal pace. What you could currently do, what you might be able to do when you're peaked out. And for the marathon especially, you start to notice after certain workouts, especially the really long workouts when you're doing like 2 mile repeats or 3 mile or 5K repeats, if you're not hitting under marathon race pace for those, then your goal pace is probably too fast, and maybe you have to readjust your goals, as well as if you're not able to throw down during the long run and hit close to marathon pace, then maybe that goal pace is too fast. And so it's always better to be conservative, like Sandy said, because you could always get in the workout, get in the quality and the duration of the workout and the volume, and increase that later. And it's always better to be 10% undertrained than 1% overtrained.
Yeah, and one more thing. Know when it's time to increase your pace and when it's not that time. Like if you're 2 to 3 weeks out from a race and you think you might be able to run faster, that might be a time where you still run at a pace you can run, because you don't want to overdo it before a race, and it's better you just hit the paces you know you can. You get the good like stimulus in. You can tell by the effort being easier that you're fit, but then you're not going to have the chance of overtraining as much right before the race.
Yeah, I think that's good. Thanks so much for the question.
Yeah, thank you for watching Ask the Coaches, and please go check out our Facebook page. That's where we're going to be getting our feature video questions from. So if you haven't liked us yet, please like Sage Running on Facebook.